The African Union has called on Kenya and Somalia to dialogue as the row between the two neighboring nations rages on. A call by the AU comes only a day after 9 people were killed in fighting between Somali National Forces and regional Jubaland fighters, with Somalia claiming that Kenyan weapons were used in the attack. KTN's Hamza Yusuf reports from Mandera.
The African Union has called on Kenya and Somalia to dialogue as the row between the two East African nations rages on. The calls by the African Union comes only a day after 9 people were killed in fighting between Somali National Forces and Jubaland fighters, with Somalia claiming that Kenyan weapons were used in the attack. In a tweet sent out Tuesday, the President of African Union Commission Musa Mahat called on the two nations to dialogue in line with the IGAD processes. At least 9 people, including civilians, were killed Monday in fighting between forces allied to Somalia government and those from Jubaland. Following the attack, the Mohamed Farmajo-led Somalia government accused Kenya of providing arms and other support to Jubaland, accusation that both Nairobi and Buale denied.
We are not at war with anybody, and our forces have not crossed the border to fight anybody. We are not involved in any conflict with any one of our neighbors. There's a conflict on the other side of the border, but it's a conflict internal to Somalia. It has nothing to do with us. We are not involved in it, and none of our forces have crossed the border to go over to Somalia. So I do not know what they are referring to, but you can take this to the bank. We are not involved in that. That's a conflict that is internal to Somalia.
Kenya had written to the African Union Monday, raising alarm over the spillover effect of the clashes between the two forces into Kenya. The border town of Bulahawa remained relatively calm Tuesday, with business and learning activities yet to resume following Monday's fighting, which also grounded all communication in the area.
We are fearing for the people of Mandera town. We are fearing for the children and women. We are fearing for everybody in Kenya, including the security forces themselves, including the police. All roads are impassable because you could right now people, the people that have ran away from Somalia, armed, are in Mandera town.
However, this incident is not first of its kind. Last year, a similar incident occurred, causing hundreds of families to flee to safer areas. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom has distanced itself from ongoing diplomatic row between Kenya and Somalia. Visiting UK Secretary of State for Defense Ben Wallace said Kenya and the UK will continue to partner in the fight against terrorism and bring Somalia back to stability. As the fight intensifies, both sides, the Somali National Army and Jubaland forces, claim victory. The concern of Belatawa, Gede region and Mandera is not who wins the war, but what happens next. Hamza Yusuf, KTN News in Northeastern.
The ongoing unrest at